Welcome back to Chunk Hunt, everybody. I'm so glad to see you all again. This is the series where I hunt clue scrolls to unlock the map one chunk at a time, with the ultimate goal of filling every stash unit and getting the Bloodhound pet. If you have been enjoying the series so far, then a like on the video would be super appreciated. It really does help the channel to grow. And let me know down in the comments, what is your favourite skill to do in old school RuneScape? But the catch is, you're not allowed to say Slayer. So in the last episode, we finally unlocked the Slayer Tower, allowing us to actually train the Slayer skill. And we finished things off by unlocking the Karen Castle. I've got a lot planned for this video, so let's get things started. So we've unlocked the Karen Castle, and that is awesome because along with the Karen Castle comes the Karen Catacombs. And there's something in there that's really important that we do before we move on to anything else. So as you can see, we haven't got any chunks around the castle, which is going to allow us to teleport directly here. And as it's such an important place to us, we are going to need to find a way to get ourselves in and out whenever we need. Now, you might remember a few episodes ago, we actually tried to get into the Karen Catacombs by going through the shortcut in the Fourthos dungeon, but you can't use that shortcut until you unlock it from this side. So that's exactly what we're going to do now, because that way we can just teleport to our house in Hasidius and then just go through the Fourthos dungeon into the catacombs whenever we need. So let's do it. Investigate the statue, and down we go. So we need to head down to the southeast corner where the sand crabs are. There are a lot of dangerous monsters down in these dungeons, and a lot of them are actually higher levels than you find in other parts of the game, so we will need to be careful. Man, there's so many monsters in here that are going to be so useful for us. Dust devils, jellies. Anyway, we need to climb up this vine, and that's going to put us into the Fourthos dungeon. Fantastic. And now if we enter this strange passageway, it is accessible from both sides. So now that that's done, let's talk about my goals for this episode. In the last couple of videos, I've tried to get some hard clue completions under my belt, but I'm being foiled a lot by skill and quest requirements that I'm just not able to meet right now. So in this episode, we're going to be aiming to meet a lot of them skill requirements while we hunt clues alongside that. This way we can get some serious progress on the account and at the same time still hunt them caskets that we all love. So the first thing that we're going to be doing to get started on that progress is completing our long forgotten Slayer task. And that is a whole bunch of crawling hands. So let's get some Slayer levels, boys. Oh my god, look at that. Slayer XP on the account. Oh, it feels so good. Something that's really cool about Slayer is that almost every single monster that we fight is going to have a chance to give us clue scrolls, so we're going to be able to passively do those and unlock chunks while we train up our account. And there's level 19 Slayer, the first Slayer level we've got in, it's got to be months now. Man, it feels so good. Hey, and there's level 20. We can now kill rock slugs, which might become an issue. It's because the only place that we can kill them is inside the Slayer cave over here in the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. Now, unfortunately, there is only one clue step that will unlock this chunk, and it's an elite clue. So it's going to be very difficult for us to get this. Anyway, we'll worry about that later on. Let's continue on with the task. And there is the last kill of the Slayer task. So that's absolutely awesome, and it feels really good that we've actually got that skill unlocked now. However, I've been having to think about the skill itself, and there's a few things that we're going to need to get sorted out before we continue training it properly. So as I mentioned earlier, we can now kill rock slugs. They could pose a pretty serious issue for us, as if we're assigned them, we pretty much need to unlock the Fremennik Slayer dungeon, which is locked behind one single elite clue step. And that could potentially lock us out of Slayer for months. So that got me thinking about other monsters that could potentially do that to us. Hey guys, note from the editing room here, I have since learned that you can kill rock slugs in the Lumbridge Swamp Caves, making this a bad example, but the point I'm about to make is still a big concern. Love you all, and back to the video. So there's a lot of Slayer monsters that can only be killed in areas that are going to be majorly difficult for us to unlock. Most of these can be skipped using Toriel, but one monster cannot, and that is lizards. So there's actually only 2 locations in the game that we can fight and kill lizards. The first and most obvious place is in the desert, and you can find them in this chunk here with the fairy ring and the hunter chunk with the orange salamanders. The issue with this though is that there are no clue steps in the fairy ring chunk, and the only step in the lizard chunk is a master clue. There's also no steps here next to the necklace of passage teleport, or here by the bridge over the river, and that means that even if we did unlock this chunk, we wouldn't be able to get here and stay here unless we either got that clue again or a clue that took us to the ruins of Uza. And that pretty much means that we are never doing Lizard Slayer over here. The other place that you can kill lizards in the game is in Mount Karum by fighting the sulfur lizards. Now this is quite a nice place to do it because they have nice drops, they're right next to another Slayer Master, and there is a medium and an elite clue step that can bring us here and unlock this chunk, so it is a little bit more likely that we're going to be able to get here. The issue is, however, once again, getting back here. There are no clue steps on any of the surrounding chunks except for one master over here by the fairy ring, which once again pretty much locks us out of Slayer if we are given lizards. So what we're going to need to do as soon as possible is save up 100 Slayer points and block lizards. For most normal accounts that'd be a waste of a block slot, but for us it's pretty much essential. Now the higher level Slayer Masters have a lower chance of giving us lizards, and if we can make it to Neve and start using her, she will never give us lizards, so that will be absolutely fine. So as we don't actually have access to Neve just yet, we're going to be using Cheodar. So let's grab another task and just really hope that we don't get lizards. Come on Cheodar, be kind. 14 cave slimes. Absolutely beautiful, we can do that. Okay, we went away and we did that, and we're back for our next task. And Cheodar, you absolutely cruel person. 16 bronze dragons. One of the worst tasks we could possibly get, but it's fine. We've got the anti-dragon shield, we've got the catacombs of Karen, so we can go and kill them in there. Let's just get this done, and hey, you never know, we might end up with some decent loot. Probably not though. Okay, we've arrived back in the catacombs, we've got our lovely and new mystic armor on, and I'm a little bit nervous about this because we have to run past iron dragons to get to the bronze dragons, and I'm pretty sure that this is a multi-combat area, so we may end up taking quite a lot of damage, so we're just going to see how we do. We only have to kill 16 of them for the Slayer task, so hopefully we can do that in 1 or 2 trips, but let's just see how we go. Come on then boys, come on. Okay, yeah, it is multi, and I am taking quite a lot of damage. I'm fairly certain that protect from magic doesn't actually do anything against these guys, so we are just literally going to need to try and take one of them out as quick as we can. We're just taking so much damage. We're going to get 1 kill here if we're lucky. Oh, we're splashing so often. I thought they were supposed to be weak against magic. Come on, just 1 kill. Just 1 kill. We've got to run. Fuck. Oh my god, that sucks. That sucks so hard. Man, that is so awful that you can't even get to the bronze dragons without aggroing multiple of them at the same time in multi-combat. Oh my god. Okay, we're going in for a second attempt. All right, up we go. Oh look, it's the same one from before. His health didn't regenerate, which is quite nice. Oh my god, that is like 6 splashes in a row. Why am I splashing so much? I've splashed like 1,000,000 times in a row now. This is ridiculous. Okay, finally, there we go. That is 1 iron dragon killed. Congratulations to me. I was about to say, oh look, it's quite nice. At least the damage is reduced now. We're only taking 1 dragon's damage at a time, and then the first one respawned and I started taking double damage once again. What a shit place. What a oh my god. Okay, it looks like so far we're getting about 0.5 kills per trip here, so this is gonna suck, but at least we're actually getting Slayer XP. That's the important thing. So I've taken a little bit of a break from dragons just to AFK some woodcutting and get ourselves some clue nests, and look at that, we've got a casket in a brand new chunk. And it's just to the west here of the outpost, which is pretty nice. Nothing super useful in here except for like a water source, and it does start to open up the Arendar Pass. But anyway, hey Grizzly, what's inside the casket? Oh damn, Charge Dragonstone Jewelry Scroll. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. That's a nice, safe way for us to charge up our Dragonstone Jewelry instead of having to go to the Fountain of Rune, and we always like to see that. So with Group Iron Man being out right now, I've been spending a lot of time AFK on this account, and we've managed to get ourselves a few hard clues from Clueness while we've been woodcutting. Now this is the first one that I've actually been able to complete, and lo and behold, it is in the wilderness as per usual. We're going to go ahead and try not to lose the hardcore status. Okay, there we go, another clue, and it is a different step. So it looks like we've got another music step, and it's one that's going to force us to do quests again because we need to play Hell's Bells in Falador, and that is unlocked during the Troll Romance quest. So we're going to need to finish off Troll Stronghold, which we've already started and we've got all the stats to do, and then we're going to have to get part of the way through Troll Romance, which again we have the stats for. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of questing. Okay, after about 2 months there is Troll Stronghold completed, and we've got a lore talisman now, which will be very nice when we eventually get the rune crafting level to craft them ourselves. Alright, so we've completed part of Troll Romance now, and we just need to sled down this mountain, and this should be where we unlock Hell's Bells. So let's go on a little ride, shall we? Oh, there we go, there's the music track unlocked. Oh, we don't actually even need to go down the mountain, we've already got the track unlocked, so that's fine. Let's go and do our hard clue. Alright, let's pop the song on for Cecilia, and she loves it, as always. Oh, and we got the casket straight away, cool. Bit disappointed that we didn't get a new chunk, but a casket is still a casket. I've also made the decision that we'll be opening any hard, elite, or master clues that we manage to complete right away, instead of saving them up in the bank, as they're pretty difficult for us to do, so it is definitely a fitting reward to keep us motivated. We're still going to be saving up the big stacks of the lower tier clues, of course, so let's open this one up. Ceridome in page 3, eh? Can't complain there, that's pretty nice. And some black D-hide chaps, which actually, can we wear those yet? I don't think we can. No, we can't, but that's still pretty big, still pretty nice for the account there. Well, we're here finishing off the Bronze Dragon task, and I've got to say, this is the worst task in the entire game. I hate it so much. So a big thank you to Mythical for helping me out just to get this thing done. I know some people in the comments are going to say, oh, you're not playing Iron Man mode properly. Well, to you, I say, I don't care. I just don't want to do Bronze Dragons anymore. So thank you to my good friend over here. And there we go. Finally, the task is over. We've got 10 points, which is the first Slayer points on the entire account. Let's go back to Cheldar and hope that we don't get lizards. Next Slayer task. Please, no lizards, no lizards, no lizards. 131 cal fight. Nice and easy. We can do that. Okay, we're back from that task. It was nice and easy, nice and quick. We've got 20 Slayer points now, which means that we only need one more completable task from Cheldar in order to have a little bit of a safety net where if we actually do get lizards, we can always just skip them. Hopefully that won't happen and we can block them before we ever get to that point, but here we go. Cheldar, no lizards please. 153 fire giants. No problem. Okay, and that is a Slayer task complete. That took a long time. I forgot how slow fire giants are when you're at sort of a lower level account. I'm used to doing Slayer on my main where I can just like shred through everything, but this was extremely slow, especially as we can only really do them in the catacombs where they are a higher level. They're level 109 instead of the usual level 86. So there's a little bit of trivia for you. Oh, and something else in case you didn't know. You see these big bones right here that we got from the giants themselves. If you bury any kind of bone in the catacomb, notice the prayer points. They go up. That's a bit of information that exists. Once again, Cheldar, I am asking you, no lizards, please. 126 Calphi, let's go. Hey, and there's level 70 attack coming in. Wonderful news. We can now wield Barrow's armor. I'm pretty sure we can wield a whip as well. We're not going to have to worry about that for a long time anyway. We're not going to be getting a whip for a while. Let's swap over to defensive mode. Okay, we got a greater demon task, and this is actually going to be the last one until we block lizards, which is an absolute weight off my mind. And I've got to say, I'm really enjoying doing Slayer. It's been so long since I've actually been able to just get a load of tasks, kill a load of monsters and chill, you know. There's a reason why most people say Slayer is their favorite skill. One of those demons has very kindly dropped us a hard clue, so we're going to go see if we can get that done, hopefully grab a new chunk. Well, this sure is pretty disappointing. Step 4, which could have been the casket, is down in the Lizardman Canyon, but we need to have some Shazian favor to get down there. We only actually need 5%, which is really disappointing because we could really quickly get that if we could get into our already unlocked chunks in Shazian. But unfortunately, as the only teleport into this area is the Cardos Memoirs, which we don't have, and we haven't had a clue scroll bringing us into either of these two unlocked chunks, pretty much making them impossible for us to get to without a clue scroll taking us there. This is going to have to be a drop. Very disappointing indeed, but we're going to keep on going. Okay, Great Demon task is completed. We've got 100 Slayer points now, so if we ever do get lizards, we can just block them straight away. And okay, apparently I'm a little piggy now, but okay, whatever. Zenaris is weird. Let's just get another task. 116 Hellhounds. Okay, that is great because we can get Slayer XP and we can get hard clues from that. Okay, there's a hard clue for us, and it's going to take us to the eastern side of Keldagrim. So we're going to need to start the giant dwarf quest, but I'm pretty sure the only thing we need to do is literally just start it and watch that 3.5 hour long cutscene that plays. So we'll go do that and hopefully grab ourselves a tasty little casket. And after following all of the steps on the treasure trail, we've been led into Goblin Village to speak to General Bentnose. So this one will be a duplicate. There we go. And as I said earlier, it's a hard clue, so we are just going to open it up even though we don't get a new chunk. So let's have a look. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Alchebal, Sharks, duplicate Zamorak page. Well, we're coming to the end of the Slayer task, and the very nice thing about killing these guys in the catacombs is the chance to grab these ancient shards right here. We've already got one in the bank, so these other two means that we should be able to turn our Dark Light into Arc Light now. And I don't think we can wield it until attack level 75, but that's still a really awesome thing to have in the bank and ready to go for when we need it. So I spent a little bit of time today crafting a load of mithril arrows, and it's so good to actually use this magic shortbow. Definitely a huge upgrade over the bone crossbow. You can immediately feel the difference. Even though we're only using myth arrows and ideally we'd be using rune with these, it's still really good. And oh my god, there is 50 Slayer. To think that we spent months completely locked out of this skill, only to be able to train it now so freely. It's so awesome. But I think that level 50 is probably where we're going to leave things for this video. We do need to seriously increase a few of our other skills, and there's also a clue grind that I want to get done as well. So we're going to be looking at both of those in the next video, as I think I want to bring this one to a close here. I want to try and be more consistent with my uploads, so I'm going to try and release shorter videos more regularly for a while. That does mean that content that would normally take place in one 45-minute long video will now take place over 2 or more, but you'll get the videos more often because of that. Also, we're getting to a point in the account where I need to do some more traditional progress style content to get the account to a place where it can complete all of the clue steps that we're given. That means that there isn't going to be a big clue opening at the end of every video moving forwards, but I will still, of course, be doing some clues and opening caskets in every episode. We just might not have a massive number of them stacked up at the end of each one. That being said though, I do have a pretty big clue grind planned for the next video. So I hope that's okay with you guys, and I hope that you still enjoy the videos. Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video, it really is appreciated. Don't forget to drop a like and leave me a comment letting me know what is your favourite skill apart from Slayer. Have a great day guys, love you lots, see you later.